All right, folks, I think I am live right now. I think we have both the sound issues from last time. I don't think anyone could hear me last time, I'm pretty sure. And also, I think the Zoom, like the focusing issues, are figured out. But definitely let me know if anybody is hopping in here. I don't see any current viewers at the moment. Wouldn't be surprised if it takes a little bit. Hey, okay, so we have some folks that can hear me in the chat here. 304, awesome. Glad to see you guys. Okay, so now that we have those issues figured out, I can see the chat. You guys can hear me. The camera isn't constantly refocusing. Sweet. So check this out, people. Look at this box. Oh my goodness. Box of Pokemon cards that I bought recently. It's a lot. I think maybe like 4,000 or so of them. Everything that's in here, I bought a few like kind of nicer, higher end cards. I made a full video of this whole process that we'll be releasing, but that won't be for like another few weeks. I've got like 5 or 6 videos scheduled out at this point. So I'm feeling pretty proud of myself. A little pat on the back there. So in this lot, I'm just going to be kind of going through stuff and making sure that like the person that I bought this from didn't like miss anything. It's going to be a lot of going through like commons, uncommons, rares, pretty typical stuff like that. But I wanted to do this live mostly because it's just been a while. You know, I just missed you guys. Haven't done a live, I don't know, in probably a month or more. I haven't been buying a ton of stuff from GameStop recently because their sales have been kind of poopy. But I figured what better opportunity to hop in and do a little bit of chatting, do a little bit of catching up with the viewers. So thank you guys all for being here. Definitely appreciate that. And I'm just going to pull some of these out. And we're just going to go through them, have kind of a nice little chill hangout sesh together. Talk about some Pokemon, talk reselling, and really whatever you guys want to ask me about. You're welcome to drop any questions you might have in the chat, and I'd love to just have a nice little conversation this afternoon. Closet Geek, yes, everything here is pretty much all modern, I think from the last 5 years or so. I'd love to hear from you guys if you've been selling any Pokemon-related stuff recently. I know games right now, forget about it. Like, crazy spiked. Fire Red right now is selling for over $100. I mean, 2 months ago it was $60. It feels like. Maybe it's been a little bit more gradual than that, but like, it's wild. Let's see. I'm going to bring this over here. That looks a little bit better, a little more natural. Have I seen the sale in Target? I don't believe I have. What's going on at Target? Do they have like a Pokemon card sale going on? David asks, Sword versus Shield, which is better? Trick question. They both are trash. Hope you're not offended by that, David. Honestly, I thought that Sword and Shield was a really terrible generation. And I don't think that's just like the nostalgic Pokemon purist in me. I think that is, let's just start. What is this, like an uncommon box? Let's just start like going through these. I'm going to try to like hold them up for the camera and stuff. Nope, that's not uncommon. That's common. This must just be like bulk in general. I don't think that's the purist in me that hates Sword and Shield. I genuinely think the game was far too easy. Like, I was not challenged at all through that run. And I know, like, I'm a grown adult playing a Pokemon game, so some level of that is to be expected. But a lot of elements in that game just really felt like it was baby mode easy. Like the XP all, I know that's been in other generations as well, but it's like that was super easy mode. It felt like at every turn someone was looking to just like heal my entire team for no reason. People were constantly telling me exactly where to go and what to do. So there like really wasn't much mystery to that at all. I did like the wild area. I'll say the wild area was like a really fun Pokemon experience that like nobody really had before that. Anyway, if you guys, I'm probably going to get lost like answering questions and stuff. I'm really just like, looking for, in case there's anything unexpected in these like bulk lots here. You guys definitely need to let me know. There was one time I was opening up some basketball cards, and I almost missed a Michael Jordan. And everyone was like, no, you missed the Jordan. Go back. And I had to go back like half of a deck. All right, let's get back into the chat here. There's a Target close to me that has 5 copies of Pokemon X on 3DS. Really? I would actually check the market on those and see if sealed copies have gone up at all. Those may be worth picking up. I'm not sure. Don't take my word for it. Are you a Bengals fan? No, I'm not really a football fan. If I was a fan of anything, it'd be the Bears because I'm a Chicago boy. Buy 2 games, get 1 free. Yes. Okay. Yeah, I did see that. I haven't bought a ton from there. I should probably check out my local ones and see. JD, thank you very much. Appreciate it. We got a Slakoth here. Dude, has anyone used Slakoth in like an actual playthrough of a Pokemon game? Because I don't think I've ever had the patience. Like slacking is kind of a beast, especially if you can like use it in double battles with skill swap. But boy, at what cost? Like, I guess it'd be really good on a team. Like you put Retaliate on it maybe and just have it come in, like swap in after something dies and like destroy everything. But I don't know, man. I don't know if I really have the patience to use slacking. Take the bulk to CM Games, $30 per 1,000. That's okay. Not great though. I think I could probably get closer to 50 on eBay. I do have a CM Games though here in Lexington. Ooh, Salandit. That's one that I used in my Sun and Moon playthrough. I've only done one of those, but I wanted to use all Alolan Pokemon, and Salandit was one of them. Salazzle, definitely an offensive beast. Am I going to sell them in lots? Yes, that's kind of what I plan on. So if anyone in the chat is interested, hit me up on Instagram. Let me know. It'll probably be in the neighborhood of $50 per 1,000, probably plus shipping. If you're interested in that at all, let me know. A GameStop deal I recently got was FIFA 21 new for 15 a piece. Got 2, they sell for 30 on eBay. Hey, that's, yeah, pretty good deal. I've had very hit or miss luck with new games on GameStop.com. They very often will send me like straight up used ones like that don't have the seal, or sometimes they'll like put a little clear sticker over the opening to be like, oh, this is a new game that we put a sticker over. It's not. GameStop, you're trash. Don't do that to people. You guys didn't know you were getting a little vent sesh here today. Who am I kidding? That's what all my lives are. No Pokemon cards are not on sale. Only a couple games I saw there. Sports games, Super Monkey Ball on Switch. Yeah, that's pretty typical. That game is worth nothing. Hey, Cheap Fine Gold Mines is in the house. That's my fellow local video game resellers. Also have a relatively new, maybe in the last year or so, YouTube channel. Definitely check them out if you get the chance. Making some sweet game hunting videos. Gabby, thank you very much for the encouragement. Appreciate that. Irish guy picked up a new Pokemon Sun at Target last weekend. Was brand new, sitting on the shelf. Yeah, Pokemon Sun, I'd be a little bit more careful with, depending on the price, of course. But the fact that Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon exist gives me pause, because I think those are going to be the ones that people really look out for. I've personally been stocking up on Ultra Sun and Moon. New sealed, because I think the price, once those are officially like cleared out of shelves, I think we're going to see the price on those rise pretty quickly. So I've got a pretty solid stock of those. I can't send them in to get graded. Well, maybe VGA would grade them. I'm not sure. But WATA won't take DS or 3DS, unfortunately. What's this? Tornadus. I don't think I've ever used any of that series in a run before. Have you picked up any of the 25th anniversary Pokemon from McDonald's? I have not. Did not get on that train, unfortunately. Nice shadowless Zard find. Appreciate that, Charizard Chaser. I'm sure you would appreciate that one. Yan Mega Sneasel. What's up, Einashi? Just going through some bulk comments here, making sure there's nothing crazy in here. Of course, I probably wouldn't know it if I did get something that was worthwhile. Bidoof, that's a pretty dang cute Pikachu right there. Oh, look at that autofocus. Gosh, folks, this camera is so much freaking better than my old one. This is like an actual DSLR that I have hooked up now. I think the next video that I have coming out on my channel is going to be my first one that I filmed with this actual like nice camera. So that'll be a bit of a treat. Most of my videos that like are out in the field, I'll still be filming with the GoPro because it's just too convenient not to. Like I don't want to be lugging around like a actual DSLR with like the fuzzy microphone on top and everything like Casey Neistat when I'm out game hunting or at yard sales. But when I'm here in the office, I think this is going to be a really nice upgrade. Hopefully you guys can kind of tell the difference in quality with it. Pokemon X. All right, folks, just to let you all know, if you start to get spammy, I'm just going to block you. So be responsible in the chat. Pokemon X is $30 sealed at Target, and they are selling on eBay for $45 to $50, but I feel it has potential for it to be spiked. Yeah, like I like the potential of sealed Pokemon X and Y games. If I found them, I would definitely pick them up for sure. Asian T Fine says, are you still holding on to those 2DS XL? Unfortunately, no. Definitely regret that decision because they're in new condition, like, I don't know, $250 or something now, which I sold them all at like $170 and I had like 12 of them. So that was definitely a mistake. Should have held on to a few at least because I only made like $40 profit or something a piece on those, which is fine. Not as much as I was hoping for, though. You never could have predicted that. Like, my thought process was, okay, it's Christmas time. This is probably going to be as spiked as they'll be for a while, at least. Who could have predicted that, like, 2DS and 3DS XLs would skyrocket the way that they have? That's one thing that I talk about in my video that's coming out tomorrow. I'll give you guys a little sneak peek of, not really a peek, but I'll tell you a day in advance. I sold a 3DS XL, and actually at this point, I've sold 3 3DS XLs on Amazon for $350. What? Who's paying that? It's crazy. Even on eBay, like they're going for well over 200, most of them. So pretty insane. Definitely something that I'm looking out for a lot at video game stores. Would recommend you guys do the same. We've got a Thundurus. One thing I've been thinking about doing pretty seriously recently is getting like a Pokemon ROM hack. I've never actually played through one of those. I think it'd be really fun. And getting it like a fan made one, playing through it on the computer. I think that'd be awesome. Drizzile. I did not like the Sobble line one bit. I was speaking of the devil. Look at that little Poliwag devil. Yeah, you deserve to be sad. I don't like you. Mostly I didn't like Inteleon. I thought that he was just a Weasley-looking little water sniper. Can get Pokemon cards from certain cereal boxes. I have heard that. I've seen some resellers just like filling up their carts at Target with like Cinnamon Toast Crunch, which, you know, if you're going to do a cereal, like, I feel like Cinnamon Toast Crunch is the one. I think Golden Grams is actually a little bit better. Is that a hot take? What do you guys think? Golden Grams versus Cinnamon Toast Crunch? Oh, shoot. I got lost in the chat here. What are your thoughts on the Super Mario 3D All-Stars game? It's getting taken off the Nintendo Store on March 31st. My thoughts on that's a good question. I've been getting asked that a few times. My thoughts on Mario 3D All-Stars is it sold 8 million copies. It's not going to be an uncommon game. Is it worthwhile? Like, I would guess at some point, I would not be at all surprised if they re-release it physically. Either, if not, like maybe on the Switch or maybe on a future console. I'm not sure. I wouldn't be surprised if they do basically like something like a Nintendo Selects version. I might as well show off some of these as I'm jabbering here. That's kind of a cool Pikachu right there. If the camera will focus on it. Look at that guy. What a cutie. So all that to say, there are a ton of copies out there. I don't really see it going up a ton in price, at least in the near future. If you want to hold on to it, so for example, when did Galaxy come out? Like, I don't even know, like 10 years ago or something. If you want to hold it for 10 years, Galaxy now in sealed condition is at like $100. So, and I would guess when they left the shelves, they were probably more like 30. Maybe I'm talking out of my butt there. I don't really know. But I've been looking a lot more into sealed games, into grading, and that like whole scene. Been very intrigued with it. I think that, oh, hey, a reverse holo. What do you know? We found one. Thanks, Shelter. So anyway, if you've got the time horizon, almost anything will go up. I don't really see this manufactured scarcity thing that Nintendo is doing with 3D All-Stars as being like a high opportunity for like short-term arbitrage. I personally don't really see that. All right. Blocking another guy in the chat here. Sorry about that. All right. Oh, we got Collector's Luck in here. What's up? Good to see you. Been loving the videos recently. That Nintendo shelf that you have in your game room now is absolutely sick. What is the best sealed game find? David asks. Do you mean what's the best one I've found? The best one I've found, I found a few sealed Nintendo games a while back at a yard sale. You know, hindsight is 2020. If I would have known about grading at that point, I probably would have sent them into WADA or something to get graded. I think I had like a Dragon Warriors something. Did I have? No, I think my Mario Bros was just complete. I don't think that was sealed. But yeah, a couple, maybe like 2 or 3 sealed Nintendo games. Boy, they sold very quickly for like over $100 a piece, and I was tickled pink. If I would have known that I could get those suckers graded and they'd potentially be worth thousands, you know, probably would have gone ahead and done that. If what you meant by that is what's the best sealed game to look for at stores, I would say Ultra Moon and Ultra Sun if you have some time to sit on it and wait. Rhyhorn, Blipbug, Bibarel. I'd love to know from you guys in the chat what you think is the best Pokemon generation. I know that's going to be a contentious one because I think that there are a few that like are really solid contenders. Like I understand personally, I think the Heart Gold Soul Silver remakes are like my favorite. I love the element of a Pokemon following behind you. That's a really nostalgic generation for me, even though like it definitely does have its flaws. I think the pacing is not perfect, but the music, oh, incredible. Obviously, the Gen 1 purists, I get that. But even Gens 4 and 5 and 3, I'll accept any of those answers, but I'm interested to hear what you guys have to say and why. Lil Bebenita, thank you very much for watching all my vids. Really appreciate that. Collector's Luck says, I just sent in 4 sealed games to WADA a few days ago. SNES Mortal Kombat, yes. Metroid Fusion, Zero Mission, and Yoshi's Island. I saw the pickup of some of those games. That was really impressive. I would have done the same thing. This video is not going to come out for a long time because it's not even finished. But this last weekend, I just sent in my first ever WADA submission. None of the games were like boxed they were all like in their original plastic cases and sealed, but not like the vintage cartridge ones with the boxes. Sent in like 15 of them. Dude, it's expensive. The whole order was like $1,300 because I think Express is like the only option, or maybe it's not. I can't remember. But I got the speed run service and also added cleaning on most of them. Definitely an expensive thing. And on top of that, I have no idea. Like some of them don't have any listed or sold comps. So we'll see how they end up selling. But I think that's going to be a really interesting video. I'm excited for that process. I think right now there is so much potential upside in the grading of sealed games. I mean, the demand is just absolutely crazy. And with the somewhat limited supply in what the grading agencies are actually able to churn out, demand is really outpacing supply, and it's making for some crazy sale prices. So if you know what you're looking at, I've actually been dabbling this last week in buying sealed items and sending them in. I think it's something that over this next year I'm going to get into more and more because I just see a lot of opportunity there. It makes me wonder. I mean, I'm at the point right now where the business has some like access to more capital than I have in the past. I'm wondering if a wise way to invest some of that would just be in some sealed product, buying it up, sending it in, even at like market rates. I don't know. It's definitely a conversation. Walmart had 0 3DS games. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me at all. Okay. Gen 4 is the best gen, Monster says. Gen 3, Heart Gold, Soul Silver, nice. Gens 1 through 3 were the best. Yeah, Fire Red and Leaf Green are killer for sure. I do the medium speed, but it still takes over a month to get them back. Shoot. I was really hoping to get them back in a couple weeks like they expected, but I have heard that those estimations are very optimistic. Gen 5, best story and a few fun new battles. Okay, I respect that. What's up, Juiced? Grabbed 4 Ultra Soon and 4 Ultra Moon from your idea. I think it's a solid investment. I'm hoping so too. We'll see. Four games cost me $450 speed run and cleaning. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, you do speed run and they still don't come back in time. Take over a month and a half to get them back. Shoot. That's unfortunate. My local Walmart still has like 8 games for the DS. I've been picking them up. Like, I don't blame people for not doing it. It's very possible that they won't really rise in price for the next, 3 to 5 years. I think that's more of a normal time horizon. I'm anticipating, I'm speculating that they'll go up a little bit faster than that, but honestly, I don't know. Do you know if there's sealed Neo Geo AES games out there? Yeah, they're out there. I haven't come across any of them, but they're out there. Buying graded games could be sketchy as of popping the case out and replacing a game. I haven't really heard of that being a huge issue. The cases are not designed to be poppable. I think it'd be pretty tough to like do that and then reseal it in a way that was convincing. I don't know. Maybe I just haven't heard of it, but I don't think that's been much of an issue. What games did I send in to get graded? Okay, a little bit of a spoiler alert here, but some of them that I sent in. Oh, here's the one that I didn't send in. Blood Omen 2 on the PS2. Boy, the video where I pick this and some other games up is going to be absolutely fire. I'm really excited for it. But I got this and like 18 other sealed games. They weren't all vintage. I didn't end up sending them all to WADA, but the reason I didn't send this guy in, check this out. Let's see if we can get the camera to focus on this right up close. There we go. You can see right down here, those little white things. Those are actually inside of the plastic. I've got this in like a nice like plastic protector here. Those are inside the seal plastic. And I personally would rather sell something. Come on, refocus on me here, camera. I would rather sell something as, there we go, ungraded rather than send it in, pay the money, and get a poor grade, because I don't think that really increases the value all that much. This particular copy I'm just using as a Discord giveaway for the end of the month. So that's what's happening with that. I paid $50 for it, and it's worth, in sealed condition, I think like 90 plus. Was really hoping, I mean, if you could pull a really nice grade on that in sealed condition, like it'd be excellent. But some of the other ones that I ended up sending in, sorry, I've kind of neglected the whole Pokemon card thing here. Already looked at those. Yes, my man, Alolan Grimer. Oh my gosh. Used that guy in my playthrough of Sun and Moon. Absolute killer. That Alolan Muck destroyed everything. Some of the other ones that I sent in were some really obscure ones, like Bloodwake on the Xbox. There were no comps for that. I sent in 3 copies of Breath of the Wild on the Wii U that I got for $33 a piece. I'm pretty bullish on those. Those are the most likely to get like a really nice grade. The other ones are old enough and have, you know, seen enough shelf time that even though they're sealed and I didn't find any breaks in the seal, you know, scuffing and stuff like that can sometimes dock you a little bit. What else did I send in? I had a Nintendo Select copy of Mario Galaxy 2 that was sealed that I got for $30 on Mercari, actually from a viewer. I've been buying some on Mercari recently, and I've had it happen twice that someone will reach out to me after I send an offer and they're like, "Is this the real Phoenix resale?" That's how I know I've made it. But yeah, there were like 15 games in total. A couple copies of Oddworld Stranger's Wrath on the original Xbox. Just random, really random stuff. Okay, sorry, I'm having to scroll back up here in the chat here. Have you seen deals drying up in your area on Facebook, OfferUp, Craigslist? I buy and sell toys, computers, electronics. It's been getting tough in San Francisco Bay Area. Not really more than usual, I wouldn't say. I don't know. I don't source that way a ton, to be honest. So I'm not really the best gauge of that. Also, San Francisco is, I'm sure, way more competitive than Lexington. Einashi, did you get my special bundle safe this week? I sure did. Thanks a bunch for that. Video coming soon-ish on that. Matt T, what's up? Did you ask your barber for the... Okay, easy there, Sparky. This isn't roast time. Nah, you can roast me. I don't care. I think it's funny. Yeah, I would personally, if it was me, if I saw Pokemon X still on the shelf, I'd probably get it, especially given that Target has buy 2 get 2 free, or buy 2 get 1 free this week. Did you manage to snag any Monster Hunter Switch consoles? I sure did. I got one US version, I think, as long as Best Buy doesn't cancel my order. And also one European version, which I ordered before I realized I had gotten the US version and didn't cancel because I wanted it as insurance just in case it did get canceled. But yeah, I believe I have 2 of those on the way. That's actually what I'm waiting to film my Ultimate Switch video or 2 on. I'm really, really excited for that one. What's a crazy eBay story? Crazy eBay story. My best eBay story is that recently, just this last week, I was able to get a sealed copy of Pokemon White for $280, which is like 100 or so under the going rate, maybe more. The ones that I see listed are all like 500. So that was pretty sweet. Do you think the prices for OG Xbox games will rise like GameCube did? No, because OG Xbox was before GameCube. I think the console that you're going to see rise like GameCube did is Wii, but not as much because, at least in my mind, there's a lot more Wii stuff out there. I think as a console, it's sold a lot better than the GameCube. So even like as the people who are most nostalgic for Wii start to age up, start to get like more disposable income, which is what's happening with GameCube, I don't think most of those prices will rise as dramatically because in general, there's just a lot more supply out there. That's a total like I'm certainly no expert. I haven't like done any research on that. I'm just kind of shooting from the hip, but that's my general feel. Ooh, Pick and Ship has some water graded games on his Instagram. I'll definitely be checking that out. Just bought Pokemon Silver in box and other Game Boy Color games for only €60 or $70. Dang, Juice, that is a sweet, sweet deal. All right, got a lot of folks coming into chat here. Appreciate you guys all asking questions and stuff. This has been a lot of fun. Sorry, I've definitely neglected. I've got all these boxes here of Pokemon cards that it's hard for me to like display stuff and talk at the same time. I don't know why. Would you would be surprised sending Mario 2 CIB not sealed, graded 7.5, sold for $700? Dang, yeah, that's worth it. Maybe I should send in my Super Mario 2. Where is it? Yeah. This is my copy. How minty was yours? Ooh, yuck. This one's gotten really unfortunate. That would hurt the grade a lot. Right up there. But, I mean, pretty nice copy. And honestly, I've been thinking about ditching this one anyway because this is not a nostalgic game for me. This is a game that I got in that same pickup where I got those sealed NES games and I wanted to keep kind of a memento from it. But honestly, at this point, I'd kind of rather have like a sealed and gradable, I don't know, like N64 game or something that I'm nostalgic for. Obviously, this alone would not get me that. I would have to put in a lot more in addition to this. I think this is worth like $100 or so, maybe a little bit more. At least that was what it was last I checked. Who knows? Maybe it's spiked since then, like it seems everything else has. Got a sealed copy of Dr. Mario and Yoshi's Cookie for the NES that are being graded right now. I'd do the same thing. I have a gold Zekrom full art Legendary Treasures. Sounds like an expensive card. All right. Oh, no, I'm not. Okay, so Collector's Luck says, I'm going to send them into Heritage on consignment. I think that's what Chase recommended to me. How do you plan to sell yours? None of mine are like super rare or collectible. So I'm probably actually going to go onto Facebook to a like Wada Games collectors group and try to sell them that way. Because if I can avoid eBay fees, that 15%, I'd rather do that. And the prices being paid on those groups are pretty insane. So that's probably the first place that I'll go. And maybe like one or two of the Breath of the Wilds I'll actually hold on to. Who knows? Got 67 folks watching right now. Appreciate you guys all being here. Hot item right now is Animal Crossing Amiibo card Sanrio collab packs. They're going for 40 to 50 a pack. Had no idea. Any good deals on GameStop lately? No, not that I've seen. Do you have a cap for buying? No, not really. I mean, I guess what's in my bank account, but I'm not close to that yet. Like if I came across tomorrow a storage unit full of sealed stuff and they were asking like thousands and thousands of dollars and I thought it was a good deal, like I'd spend almost all my money on it. I totally would. Okay. Do you have a disk resurfacer or do you have someone do it for you? I do have a disk resurfacer and I've got probably like 15 or 20 games that I've been putting off resurfacing because I don't like to use it. It's a pain. Is the DS Lite worth anything? Yeah, it's worth like 40 or 50 bucks. When will your cards be for sale, Caleb? They'll be for sale probably later today on my Instagram. I'll probably see if anyone wants bulk lots for like 50 bucks plus shipping for 1,000. That's kind of the plan right now. Got all the copies of Pokemon X at Target I work at. Thanks, Phoenix Resale. All right, good for you. I don't know how long it's going to. Apparently, they're already going for money. Gabe, hey, thank you for the super chat. I almost missed that. I appreciate that. Sorry, I was trying to catch up with the chat earlier. That really means a lot. It makes me, excited to do these lives. Feels like my wise words of wisdom are worth something. The pennies you guys are giving me for my thoughts, or dollars in some cases. All right, finding my place here again. I have a few sealed GameCube games I need to send in. Yeah, sealed GameCube games are going to do really well coming up here, I think, and they already are. I'm thinking about sending in my Mint Complete Chrono Trigger to WADA. I already sent in new sealed Simpsons Hit and Run. Okay. Dang, folks in this chat have a lot of sealed game stuff right now. If anybody in the chat has some stuff that has some sealed stuff that you'd like to sell but are not that interested in grading, hit me up on Instagram because I'm definitely trying to kind of invest in my education in that way. I think I'm paying like pretty good numbers for stuff. If you see something selling on eBay for a certain number and would want to do like that minus shipping and fees, then let me know. I'm happy to work out a deal. I want to learn the sealed game grading arbitrage game. What's the most I would pay for a used Wii? The other week I paid $70 because it included Wii Sports and Wii Sports Resort. And I think it was to a friend, maybe. Would you be interested in buying some vintage Pokemon packs? Yeah, as long as they're like sealed and everything and legit, then yeah, shoot me a DM on Instagram or an email, and I'm happy to take a look at them. I do have a JFJ, Matt. How did you know? It's Yeah, it if I had like the money to spend on an Eco Pro, I definitely would. That'd be really nice, but I don't. Have you considered upgrading to the Eco Auto Smart? Got one last fall and it makes a huge difference. If I resurfaced a lot of games, I feel like I would, but I only have like, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 a month that I really want to. So like, I probably should just bite the bullet and get one. I've just been dragging my feet. Mohammed, I have a few cards in my eBay store right now that you can buy. The link for that should be in the description, or if not the description of this video, then one of my other ones. Ooh, that clay Mimikyu, that's kind of cool. Let's bring it back here so you can kind of see. And then also the rest of this stuff, like I said, hit me up on Instagram if you want to buy like some bulk Pokemon cards. Should I send in my sealed Let's Sing party for Wii U? I don't know enough about that game. To me, like, if it doesn't go for, I don't know, like $50 or more sealed, I probably wouldn't send it in. Although, I can't remember if I broke that rule with some of the games that I just sent in or not. Found your videos a few days ago. Respect the hustle. Appreciate it. Have a couple Sword and Shield Crimson Invasion Pokemon boxes if you're interested. Yeah, I'd be interested. Feel free to hit me up on Instagram. I may pull the trigger on those. Ooh, sealed Mario Strikers. That's a really good one to have. If you want to sell it, let me know. Hey, Nashi, please don't send me your resurfacing orders. You'll never get them back. Look at that Ambipom. I don't know if I love that art. That's kind of ugly to me. Of course, Ambipom's just kind of an ugly Pokemon, isn't he? Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Where can I buy good displays? I don't really know what you mean. Online, I'm sure, somewhere. Are the recent McDonald's cards still going for anything? I think the market has declined on them a good bit recently. Although I've heard that some McDonald's are trying to get rid of all their extra stock and like maybe you could purchase them at a discount. I don't know. Check eBay. That's always the answer. eBay solds. Sort by most recent. Got a bunch of trainer cards, looks like here. Kiawe, Wishful Baton. Sometimes those can be worth something if they're still playable. Found a sealed Monkey Ball 2 at a game store a couple months ago for $25. We're basically asking CIB price. Yeah, I found a lot of game stores like disc traders and stuff will do that. I got really mad yesterday. I shot a video just doing some game hunting at my local stores. And I found this copy of Ico and Shadow of the Colossus on PS3 sealed on the shelves, which I never find at Game Exchange. And took it up, was going to buy it. Obviously, it had the used price on it. It was like $10. And it goes for like 40 or something new on Amazon. Brought it up to checkout, and the guy asked me at checkout, he was like, hey, you mind if we just open this up really quick, make sure the disc is in there? I was like, no, I'd rather you didn't. Why are you asking me that? Apparently, it's a policy of theirs at Game Exchange that anytime they get anything in sealed, even if it's old, they open it up. I was so upset when I learned that. I was like, teach your employees to spot reseals. Like, why? Like, I cannot imagine, and I guarantee it happens, though, like, some like old lady brings in her son's old GameCube collection, and a couple of the titles happen to be sealed. It's obviously a situation where these things are not resealed. Like, it's one thing if you have somebody come in with their, like, single, like, original Super Smash Bros. For the 64 and it happens to be sealed, like maybe then that's a red flag. But like if it's a few sealed games in a much larger collection that somebody is trading into a video game store, obviously like the idea of them opening up a sealed vintage game just to check if the stupid game is inside, oh my gosh, that just got me heated. Anyway, you guys can let me know if anyone else feels the same. Do you think NCAA Football 14 will go down in price when the new NCAA comes out? It's still the last game of that series for the console, so I think it'll always be like decent. But I mean, it's already down from what it was at like the height of like quarantine and stuff. I think it was at like on Amazon, it was at 200 plus at one point, and now it's more like 150. I don't really see it going back up again, but what do I know? I mean, I didn't anticipate it in the first place, so. Of the Pokemon Game Boy games, I am looking for Yellow, Crystal, Emerald, and Fire Red. I already have the rest. Nice. Yeah, those are definitely some of the more expensive ones. My condolences. Did you know you can lock the sold listings filter on eBay so you won't have to keep doing it over and over? I didn't know that, Dion. That would actually save me a ton of time. Wow. Learn something new every day. What's up, Justin? Flipping Accountant. Good to see you in here. I'm surprised I'm not having more people comment on the whole sealed game video game store debacle. I was very upset by that. Got Pharaoh Seed, Execute, Helioptile. Nothing really interesting there. But yeah. Oh, my dog just opened the door. Hi, Elsie. Come here, doggy. Come here. Say hi to YouTube. This is my doggy. She just got shaved. She's probably feeling cold. All right, let's go outside. Come on. I tricked her. She's not going outside. She's going in the hallway. What's up, Spain representing here? Are you happy about the recent spike in Pokemon games like Emerald doubled and the 3DS ones almost doubled? Am I happy about it? It's fine. I mean, I'll be happy about it when I find them out in the wild. I found like Pokemon White or Black or something at a video game store not too long ago. So that was good. Yeah, it's wild though. Really makes me think about like video game investing as a whole. The more I think about it, the more I feel like sealed video games and stuff, I could very much see them in the future becoming more and more of kind of a recognized like status symbol. I don't know. Is that like a really nerdy thing to say? Almost like a modern art equivalent, like a symbol of prestige. Like here's all my, like I'm not gonna have a $100,000 painting hanging on my wall, but like here's my like VGA 9.0 Mario 64. I don't know. I'm totally spitballing here, but I don't know. I'm curious to see what video game prices do in the coming years, like graded games, sealed games. And the next time, there's like a serious economic downturn, a big correction, a recession. If the prices for a lot of this stuff go down again, I could see myself buying up like a good number, along with stocks and, I don't know, real estate. Who knows? Recessions are just good times to buy stuff in general. How many Monster Hunter Switches did I secure? Only 2. 1 international. What's up, Gilmer? Pokemart TCG, how's it going? I love Chase After a Right Price as well. Chased After a Rare Price. Have a sealed Sonic Riders for GameCube. I hate that game. I'm sure it probably has some value, but boy, I do not like that game. Only thing with sealed games is generally most gamers hate the idea. Most of the money right now is speculation from outside investors. Interesting. In my experience, I don't know if most gamers really hate the idea of sealed games. I think there's definitely, especially with older stuff, there's very much like a historical appreciation aspect. Like, I think most gamers, I don't think most people, if they find a sealed GameCube or a sealed N64 or a sealed like PS1 game, I don't think most people are opening it. I think most gamers have an appreciation for the historical aspect of like the preservation of those games. Like, you find a sealed Smash 64, like, you don't need to open it up to play the game, like you can keep that thing nice and pristine and like keep that like historical significance, almost like an artifact, and then buy the actual game for $40 or freaking emulate it like a ton of people do. I don't think most gamers have an opposition to keeping stuff sealed. I don't think that's like just a collector thing or investor thing. Got 2 Monster Hunter Switches as well. Nintendo Store has them in stock. That's interesting. I'm going to have to check that out. Sucks about some of the sealed games is that you could get scammed if the game is a distributor copy. Yeah, the other thing that you want to look for is if it's the UAE version. I've seen that a lot with Pokemon games, like sealed Pokemon games recently, that it'll be like a little emblem in the corner, which is United Arab Emirates. It's like, the international version. Definitely not worth as much, so be aware of that. They don't always put it in the listing title because it devalues it. Few more little Pokemon card guys here. I think I'm going to wrap up the stream here pretty soon. Appreciate you guys just coming, checking in a little bit. I was hungry for a little bit of live interaction. It had been kind of a little bit. We're closing in on the 1 hour mark. If anybody has more questions regarding anything, video games, Pokemon, reselling, business in general, I don't know crap about, but if it's about reselling business, then, I can give my 2 cents. Lily's Full Force. Yeah. I don't know. Are there any good? I think there are some like Heart Gold, Soul Silver, ROM hacks. I'd be very interested in playing through some of those, especially if they're a little bit harder. Like they force you to make more competitively viable teams as you go. That'd be a lot of fun. I'm by no means like a competitive Pokemon guy, either in cards. I think, okay, maybe this is a hot take. I think the Pokemon TCG is terrible. I don't think it's fun. Far too luck dependent. like repetitive, just not a good. That's kind of interesting. What is this, Delta species or something? No, it's not Delta. It's I don't know what this card is. But it's like the half art Bonnet. I think that's kind of cool. What's up, Tripler? Sorry, I'm just wrapping up here. You haven't missed much except a heated discussion about sealed games and values and why Pokemon is so spiked and stuff like that. Just kind of going through a lot of this Pokemon bulk that I got. This is all like commons, uncommons, regular rares. Just as something to do as I'm chatting with the viewers. Always like to answer some questions, have some conversations with you guys when I can. But yeah, folks, thank you guys so much for stopping in. Really appreciate it. Hope this was somewhat entertaining, somewhat enlightening for you guys. Got a video coming out tomorrow on that's like a what sold video. People request that fairly often on the channel. In the comments and stuff, people will say like, okay, you have like expected profit at the end of every video, but like you never show us what stuff's actually selling for. So, and that's kind of a fair criticism. I personally just kind of think that what sold videos are kind of boring. So I don't do them a ton because I hardly ever watch them anymore. But when I was just starting out, like I think they were pretty helpful for me. So yeah, tune into that. That'll be around 11. It's not going to be a premiere or anything. I'm going to be yard sailing at that time. Tomorrow's going to be, yeah, my first real day of yard sailing, I think, which will be exciting, especially in the absence of yard sale treasure map. I don't really know how that's going to go, but I think it's safe to say that I'm less likely to run into competition as I'm just kind of piddling along out there, like crossing my fingers, hoping for the best. But yeah, folks, appreciate you stopping in. And until next time, I will catch you guys. Do I dare flip this? Should I? I feel like, nah, that's going to go everywhere. That's recipe for disaster. Catch you guys on the flip.